Safavid Iran is where we begin, 1501 to 1736. How a state religion invents itself and then becomes its own prisoner. Safavid Iran begins not as a state, but as a cult with an army. 1501, a teenage warlord named Ismail Safavi rides into Tabriz, crowns himself Shah, and announces, with all the subtlety of a hammer striking a skull, that Persia is now officially 12 Shia Islam. Full stop. No appeals, no opt-outs, no refunds. This is not because the population asked for it. They didn't. Persia had been comfortably Sunni for centuries, but Ismail needs something stronger than lineage or bureaucracy to glue together a fractious post-Timurid landscape, and religion fits the bill nicely, especially when it is paired with forced conversions and mass executions. Thus, Shi'ism becomes not just a faith, but a state identity enforced at sword point. And to be fair, it works. For a while, the Safavids succeed in reuniting Iran as a coherent political entity for the first time since antiquity. They centralize authority, they foster Persian art, architecture, and administration. They turn Iran into a recognizable, durable thing again. But here's the catch. Once you fuse religious legitimacy to political authority, you've welded your throne to a theological rail. Every future failure is no longer just bad governance, it is heresy. Every rival isn't merely a pretender, he is an enemy of God. Worse still, the Safavids import Shia clerics from abroad because Iran doesn't have enough of those yet. These clerics slowly build an independent power base, they accumulate land, influence, and moral authority. They become a parallel state inside the state. The Shah may rule by divine favor, but the clergy increasingly claim they are the interpreters of that favor. By the late Safavid period, the dynasty has calcified, court intrigue replaces confidence, the military rots, the clerical class grows assertive, and when Afghan tribesmen sack Isfahan in 1722, the empire collapses not with a bang, but with kind of an embarrassed wheeze. The lesson Safavid Iran teaches, and one Iran will never quite unlearn, is this. If you build legitimacy on sacred ground, you will eventually lose the right to move. The state survives, the dynasty does not, and the religious machinery they created is left humming unsupervised.